Mayfield. I can understand that last season when he was on the downcline of his career, and who knows what would have happened if he struggled. But I mean, Baker Mayfield got nominated for Comeback Player of the Year. He won a Pro Football Writer award. He's a Pro Bowl alternate, and as we saw, Dave Canales revived his career essentially like he did with Geno Smith. And I know not every single person wants to compare Geno Smith and Baker Mayfield, but nonetheless, I mean, you have something to work with. All the dominoes have to fall into place, especially with Mike Evans, and we'll spend all offseason talking about that and some of the other pieces. But I don't know. I think for an offensive coordinator, especially for some of the guys that are coming in-house, for example, Antoine Randall L., that hasn't had an opportunity to call plays yet, there could be worse situations to be in than a quarterback that just had a great touchdown to interception ratio, a team that went to the second round of the playoffs and have a fair amount of pieces in place, not all the pieces in place, and more salary cap.
I don't think it's Baker Mayfield. I think there's some skepticism about Todd Bowles, and that's kind of my point. You go from not having a quarterback last year who's going to replace Tom Brady, not sure, right, to, okay, well, now Todd Bowles has won 2 NFC South championships. He's won a playoff game, right? Essentially, if you add up all the wins from this past season, they won 10 games, right? They're finished 10-9. So I just don't know if people want to work with Todd Bowles. And I say that, out of respect for Todd, but they shouldn't be in this situation again, because Baker Mayfield, all indications are he wants to return. Mike Evans wants to return. He's coming off of a banner year. You still have Chris Godwin. Rashad White emerged as the fourth best all-purpose running back this year in terms of total yardage. You've got a pair of bookend tackles in Luke Gedeke and Tristan Wirfs. You've got an exciting young player in Cody Mauch, who I think is going to get nothing but better. So there's a lot to work with this offense. And I think that if you're looking for a reason why no one really wants to come to Tampa, you have to look at the common denominator, which is last year it was Todd Bowles, and maybe it's this year's Todd Bowles as well.
And that's another scary thing, not even just because of Todd Bowles, but because Bowles is a defensive coordinator. We literally just saw how it played out. You bring in a new offensive coordinator that's trying to make a name for themselves, or at least elevate their career. They succeed to a degree.
Right.
And now they're a head coach in Dave Canales and the Carolina Panthers. So,
well, if anything, Todd Bowles is a kingmaker. Do you want to come here, coach for 1 year as an offensive coordinator, then go become a head coach?
Yeah, that side of it for sure. Absolutely. I'm thinking from like the player perspective of like, why do I want to sign here if a guy's going to leave right after? But it does make it a little bit of a conundrum, because you can help yourself in that way, but maybe you don't get every single type of personnel that you necessarily want. But that's why the Bucs have done such a good job through the draft over the past couple of years, as